MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
John Lester is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Leading off tonight for Washington, shortstop, Ray Turner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. The 2-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer has a read on it. 1 down.
Batting second here to the center fielder, number 2.
Stepping into the box, Adam Eaton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the first pitch here from Lester. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not going to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Another 2-2 offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Count remains 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Hit out towards second. Baez has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. A ball and a strike. Rendon, a native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Outside, 2-1. To 2-2 now. Hit high and deep to right center. Springer giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A solid start to this one for John Lester. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at home?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the dish, Matt Wieters. Not easy to do his job and get out of that crouch at 6'4", 6'5", and throw an absolute rocket down to second base. And, oh, by the way, hit from both sides of the plate. Look for him to have a big day today.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Ball 1. to 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Turner gloves it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second, third baseman, Chris.
Into the box, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty. One man out. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1. Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? So striding in, George Springer, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Javier Baez. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Springer at second with 2 down. 2-0 now.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid. You got the base open.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Bryce Harper, a matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Bryce Harper.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, second baseman,
Here's Daniel Murphy now. His past history against John Lester. He brings with him a .313 batting average. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And that's too high, ball 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Lester gets the sign. 3-1 pitch on its way. Belted high in the air out to left. Schwarber racing back off the LED board and gone. So a solo home run here for Ryan Zimmerman. His first homer here in the series. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
batting seventh, first baseman, Justin Smoke.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Now Lester's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Nationals on the board on the home run by Ryan Zimmerman. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. Here's Addison Russell, lifetime against Joe Ross. He's 0 for 7.
Addison Russell.
Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The 0-1. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 1 out, nobody on. Swing hard liner to left center. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 2 now. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Lifetime against Joe Ross. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Contreras stands at second with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball, as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Popped him up. And this will land foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting the result. Job well done.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to third, and that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So 1 run on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go now to the top of the third. All tied at 1-1.
Leading off for Washington, catcher, Matt Reeder.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. His past history against John Lester. He's got 17 hits in 54 at-bats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 43.
Standing in, Joe Ross. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low, apparently.
Ball one, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1. Line to the right side, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he lines it out to center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hard liner to center field. Eaton is right there, one down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Lifted down the line in left. Zimmerman sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back safely. Stepping in now, Javier Baez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Ross is 1-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in, Addison Russell. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. We've played 3 full. We're tied at 1. In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and low here. Ball 1.
1-0.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Grounded back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a good swing by Harper, but this will drift foul off to the right and out of play. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting,
Stepping up now, Daniel Murphy, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lester's ready. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Here's the 0-1 from Ross. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Show Track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Ross is 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. He drew a base on balls his first time up. On its way is pitch number 75. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He pulls this one into right. Harper back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, The pitcher, John Lester.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Late that time for a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Contreras leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Got him. One left for the Cubs. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. So coming to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Now Lester's 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Inside and low, 2-1. Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Springer is there, and he has it for the first out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Hits this one hard the other way. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Lester's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped high in the air. Russell is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Eric Fetty, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Eric Fetty.
Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. And the changeup is way low that time. Chris Bryant is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
From the stretch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Grounded to third. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
Here's George Springer. No balls and 1 strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Javier Baez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Springer is off of first with 2 away. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. And the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Howie Kendrick will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13, Howie Kendrick.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. This is line to left. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ray Turner.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3 hole hitter. lead that next inning off.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Contreras moving to his left, and that retires the side. Nationals gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Jeremy Hellickson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 58, Jeremy Hellickson.
Here's Addison Russell.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here comes the first pitch. Shot toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard, but foul. One and one to Schwarber. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Lays off 2-2 now. One run, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Sent on the ground out to second. Murphy has it, and there's one down now. Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. And that one just missed outside. Contreras is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jason Hayward waits on deck. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away. Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Two and one.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, John Lester, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Russell at third. Contreras over at second. Hayward at first. 1 gone. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Line toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, Dero. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0 home. It was a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, center fielder, George.
Digging in and looking for more, George Springer. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. And that's the third out. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
0-2 now from Lester. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And now Bryce Harper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
2 balls and a strike now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Javier Baez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Hit down the line at first. Oh, beautiful dive. It's there. He got him.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Ball 2.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run for Addison Russell. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Ready once again, Jason Hayward. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Schwarber at second with 2 down. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now a slider misses, and that pushes the counts at 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Three and 1. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Murphy to his right. He has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 4-1 Chicago. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Carl Edwards Jr. will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Albert Almora is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 5.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. Justin Smoke will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner, as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
In now, Justin Smoke. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way, and it's fouled away.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The 0-1 on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. First and second here with nobody out. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The next 3-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Corey Dickerson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Corey Dickerson.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 home is off
It into the ground.
just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Steve Cishek enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Zimmerman on second. Smoke on at first with 2 down. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now
So the
pitching
call's
for
gone out for
Washington.
the right-hander Mark
Number
Melancon
41.
as he'll take over on the mound.
Melancon.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Popped up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
First baseman number 44.
That ball wasn't actually smoked, more of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way.
A ball and no strikes. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose.
1 out, nobody on. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now. His career numbers against Melanson. He's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
He stays alive, still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. Call to the bullpen complete as the right-handed workhorse Ryan Madson set to take over.
44, Ryan Madson.
George Springer will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two out with the man at first. One and one.
Ball, 1 strike.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. He gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Javier Baez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. It's the Cubs 5 and the Nats 1. Brian Dunsing comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Brian Dunsing.
Ready now, Adam Eaton. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some ninth inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifetime against Brian Dunsing. He's got a 3 for 5 line. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There's Baez. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Line drive to center field. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Bryce Harper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Here's a strike. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Rendon stands at first with 1 out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Murphy. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Lifetime against Brian Dunsing. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And there's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Brendan Morrow gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. The 1-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Last strike now for the Nats. Still even at 2-2. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And once again, there will be joy in Wrigleyville tonight. The Cubs are World Series bound.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.